These personality definitions are intended to poke fun at each of the personality types. The intention is not to center out or offend anyone. Keep in mind that our greatest strengths, when pushed to an extreme, become our greatest weaknesses. For instance, is being a focused, goal-oriented person a great quality? What happens when that quality is pushed to an extreme? Driver. This personality is similar to that of a Titan, one that is gigantic in size or power and that stands out for greatness of achievement, sometimes a legend in their own mind. Expressive. Effectively conveying meaning or feeling, the expressive is the life of the party, and moreover, they are the party, and the party will begin when they show up if they haven't lost the directions. Amiable. Pleasing, admirable, generally agreeable, being friendly, sociable, and congenial. Amiables blend into the background so they won't be noticed or attract any unwanted attention. Analytical. Arranged, characterized by, or performed with method or order, habitually proceeding according to method, the anal retentive, cautious, calculated, and always correct. Study the 20 descriptive words on the next 4 slides. Strive to gain a solid mental image and impression of each personality type. You will find it helpful to connect these descriptive words to someone that you know personally and/or professionally. In terms of their personal strengths, who do you know who could be described or characterized by many of the words listed on the slide? These are the words that were used in the assessment that you completed. Also, take note of the action orientation phrase that appears as a tagline at the bottom of the slide. After viewing each of the 8 lists slides, one for each personality style for strengths and weaknesses, you will be challenged by a quiz that will ask you to match each personality style with descriptive words and/or phrases. Note the 6 extreme descriptive words that we have highlighted for drivers in terms of strengths: strong-willed, self-reliant, confident, decisive, tenacious, leader, action orientation, ready, fire, aim. Secondly, for expressives in terms of strengths: sociable, promoter, optimistic, inspiring, mixes easily, popular, action orientation, ready, aim, talk. What about amiables in terms of strengths? Adaptable, patient, diplomatic, consistent, mediator, listener, action orientation, ready, ready, ready. And finally, for analyticals in terms of strengths: respectful, sensitive, detailed, cultured, loyal, behaved, action orientation, ready, aim, aim, aim. Study the 20 descriptive words on the next 4 slides. Strive to gain a solid mental image and impression of each personality type. You will find it helpful to connect these descriptive words to someone that you know personally and/or professionally. In terms of their personal weaknesses, who do you know who could be described or characterized by many of the words listed on the slide? These are the words that were used in the assessment that you completed. Also take note of the primary motivator that appears as a tagline at the bottom of the slide. Keep in mind that after viewing the next 4 lists, slides, you will be challenged by a quiz that will ask you to match each personality style with descriptive words and/or phrases. Note the 6 extreme descriptive words that we have highlighted for drivers in terms of weaknesses: unsympathetic, impatient, argumentative, tactless, manipulative, short-tempered, primary motivator, challenge, and dominance. Secondly, for expressives, in terms of weaknesses: undisciplined, unpredictable, talkative, disorganized, scatterbrained, restless. Primary motivator, recognition and interaction. What about amiables in terms of weaknesses? Indecisive, uninvolved, aimless, indifferent, sluggish, reluctant. Primary motivator, appreciation and service. And finally, for analyticals, in terms of weaknesses, unforgiving, insecure, pessimistic, depressed, moody, critical. Primary motivator, quality answers and correctness. In our efforts to help you have a solid comprehension of each of the 4 personality types, we have done our best to use extreme descriptive words in painting a picture of the qualities and characteristics of each. The intention in doing so is never to offend or put anyone on the defensive. In all honesty, this subject is best approached with a lightheartedness and sense of humor. You might be quite agreeable about many of the ways in which your personality is described, but in some instances, you may take issue with something that has been noted. Remember that these are generalizations, and sometimes they may not be a true reflection. However, in some cases, they may be right on target, and just because you don't want to hear it, it doesn't make it any less true. There are many easy-to-read books on this subject, and we highly recommend that if you are going to build a successful career that requires you to have exceptional people skills, that you take the initiative to invest in yourself, acquire these books, and not just casually read them, but study them. Erich Fromm is credited with saying, "Man's main task in life is to give birth to himself, to become what he potentially is. The most important product of his effort is his own personality." The knowledge in this e-learning module provides you with the insight that has the ability to propel you towards greater achievement. The quicker you realize who you are, the sooner you are empowered to tap into your natural strengths. This concludes step number 5 of the learning path. Please click on the green Next button with the white arrow in order to advance when you are ready to proceed.